we've got a little game for you. And for this, I will have to call upon my esteemed colleague. Prepare for The Voice
Over.
Now, obviously, you have a lot of experience in voiceover work.
I feel like I'm about to sing a song right now for you.
Yeah.
I'm so 3008, you're so 2000 and late.
Yes, it's the boom boom pow, then chicken jack in my style.
Yo, what's up? This is will.i.am. Don't forget to check us out on tour here in the UK. London, Manchester, Birmingham, Glasgow. Check us out. Get your tickets on Ticketmaster. Go to blackeyedpeas.com or my Instagram to find out the tour dates for those cities. You're on Media Spotlight.
Hello, this is Calum Di Lieto for Media Spotlight, and we're with the legend, the man himself is will.i.am.
What's up?
Great to see you.
Good to be here.
And always looking so much swagger. Always got so much swagger.
Oh, you know, I be styling on them.
Now, I've heard, and this I may be completely misinformed, but I've got you a gift based on some of the preferences that I think I've heard from my sources, that you like coconut water and Evian water. Is this right or wrong?
I just like water.
Oh, well, there's...
Bruh.
Not coconut water? I thought that was a thing.
Coconut water, yeah. Depends on what Coke. If it's like natural.
Okay, so not this one.
Bruh.
Because I try to cut down on sugar.
That one probably had quite a bit of sugar in it, so apologies for that.
No, it's cool. Thanks a lot for it, though. I don't mean to be rude or anything.
No, that's fine.
I know it's not. I was like,
You
yeah,
should see me at Christmas, so don't you worry.
I like water. I mean, who doesn't like water? But coconut water, I try to cut back on the sugar.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. So Black Eyed Peas are back again. You know, there's sort of been ebbs and flows, and now there's this new resurgence. I'm really excited, and obviously the new singles that you've been releasing are fantastic. But tell us a little bit about that journey, and you know, how did that conversation come about, where you just sort of thought, right, guys, let's do this again?
So the conversation was like, hey, let's make music in reverse. Meaning, you know, there's been like this progression with Black Eyed Peas from the beginning, when it was jazzy and a lot of socially conscious music on throughout our careers. So on Behind the Front, we had songs like Positivity, on Bridging the Gap, you know, songs like On My Own, and then Elefunk, we had the breakout song "Where's the Love."
Mm-hmm.
So and you know, we did, you know, Union on Monkey Business and things like that. But as we progressed, you know, the sound veered away from what our origins were on purpose. By design, by desire. We just wanted to have a broader reach. And I wanted to understand, you know, just what made the masses tick. And we figured that out with music that hit the masses. So this project that we're making right now is in reverse, meaning this record fits in between Bridging the Gap and Elefunk.
Yeah.
Like we went in the studio imagining if we never made Elefunk, we would have made this record.
Right. Yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's we're really proud of the work, starting with Street Living, actually starting with Back to Yesterday, the testament of what it is we wanted to accomplish. And when we made Back to Yesterday, you know, although we didn't want to make like music that was so, you know, of the blueprint of, you know, 88 to 94.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to be reminiscent of it. So we went searching and hunting for samples, and plus we were all busy in our personal lives since we put out that record Back to Yesterday. And then Street Living was like, yo, let's go with this. This is not trying to hit for the fences, although we know how to hit for the fences.
Yeah.
It's like we're not trying to go to outer space, although we know how to go to outer space. It's like, yo, let's create it for this vibe, this frequency, and we dialed into that. and then we did Ring the Alarm, and now the song Get It, and we're about to release another tune in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
See, what I liked about Street Living, you know, so you mentioned Where Is the Love in terms of sort of that breakout single, but I think one of the great things about that was that it touched on so many social issues. You know, it kind of looked at the world at that point and said, there's some stuff that's broken right now and it needs some fixing, you know? And then like 14 years later, I think we're in a very similar situation. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, you know, there's a lot of some negativity, there's still a lot of positivity as well, and I think that Street Living was kind of, it reminded me of that. It was another kind of, hey guys, there's some stuff going on that we need to address. And was that very deliberate? Do you feel like there's a lot of social issues that kind of you want to help fix through the music?
Not fix, you know, because try to fix it in a form of a song is
impossible.
But to raise awareness to the issues that are going on, shining the light on the topics is, you know, the least we can do. And that's what we did with Where's the Love. It's like we're shining the light on something. And with Street Living, as well as a lot of the songs on this record are like that.
Yeah.
But without being redundant, it isn't like we're talking about the same subject. It's just there's so many subjects.
Yeah.
That bombard us. And then we stick to our vices and numb ourselves via our thumbs with our device.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny, actually, you talk about the devices and the social media stuff and things like that, is that in an interview previously, you've talked about how great it is with the Voice kids, in that they're so much younger. They're like, you know, 6 or 7. They're not fame hungry. They're not there looking for YouTube hits and likes and all of this stuff. They're there just because they want to sing, and they just love, you know, singing. And so do you feel that there is this kind of culture at the moment where maybe a slightly older age and up, everyone is just doing it for the gram or getting the likes or just, you know, very fame hungry, you know, not necessarily wanting to be doctors and lawyers anymore. They just all want to be famous. They all want to succeed in that kind of space.
Yeah, what is that, clout chasing? You know, yeah, there's a lot of that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not trying to, I don't want to be like I'm holier than thou. Like, no, I mean, there's the only reason why there's something to be concerned about is if that's the only thing you care about.
Yeah.
When this is the window to the world, right? You can find out everything about everything if you just take the time to, right? The solutions to your problems are right here behind this glass. It's just in a sea of a bunch of like noise and dirt and schmut and junk and filth. But if you take the right time, you'll find your solution. Now, if I'm just thumbing through dumb and you're just numbing myself, then that's when it's something wrong, right? And then you're going to wake up 5 years from now like, what did I do with 5 years?
Yeah.
And, you know, and it'll be a shame if you tallied up all your time just thumbing through life. Checking
your notifications and not actually checking what's going on in the world.
Only because it's like right on the same glass.
Yeah.
It's right there behind this glass. So if I were you, I would put down the fucking phone and like just look for your solution, bro.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. No, that's a public service announcement there from will.i.am. I mean, you should. It's probably not your style, but you should try the London Underground just for once, because you'll just see a sea of people all sitting there, all looking at their phones, and you know, I could strip off right then and there, and no one would see. I've done it before. No one saw.
No, but that's no different than like imagine what life was like in 1930, and the combustible engine or the steam engine brought forth the train, and the printing press brought forth newspapers. Imagine what it looked like, where everybody's sitting in the train reading a newspaper.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that are like, you know, I don't. There's a lot of people that didn't know how to read.
Yeah.
Weren't allowed to read. And that's where we are right now. This is the new newspaper. This is the new everything. And a lot of us can't read or write the code it takes to build this.
Yeah.
Right? So there's new clergy, there's a new kingdom, there's new empires, and they're the ones who bring us the technology that we numb ourselves and thumb through life with. And a lot of us don't write code to even understand the systems that we live on.
But interestingly, you're doing a lot of technology is your thing, like robotics, AI, all of that stuff. So where do you see that going in the future? What's the next? So you've said newspapers, you said this glass device. What's the next thing, and how do you see that evolving in the future with your futuristic foresight that is will.i.am?
So tech is going to continue to grow. These platforms, these companies, they know more information than any government has known about people, than any religion, right? So when you went to, if you're Catholic and you went to do your confessions, the priest in the church didn't know what you ate for lunch every Tuesday for the past 5 years. They didn't know what you said, in private. Like, these companies know all that shit.
Yeah.
They know what you say on the freaking gram, they know what you like and don't like. They know your comments. They know your replies. They know what makes you tick. It's irritable. They know all that. And that's something to be concerned about. If you're concerned about it. All in the form of free. It's the first time in human history where companies that give you something for free are more powerful than those that give you something for a fee. And that's going to, bring about a different type of company in the future. And, we'll move away from the glass. There'll be something more intelligent that's in our lives. And the divide between rich and poor will get wider and wider. And instead of it just being money, it'll be filter systems, data scientists, and AI that differentiates rich from poor. He or she who has a powerful AI versus folks that have a shitty AI that doesn't have the ability to scour through the world's information and serve you up something that's hot for you. Like, you'll just look at what's going on in China that they're going to pass in 2020 with this point system. That's like something that just came out of a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. I saw that, and that's exactly what I thought, Black Mirror.
So the hoods are going to be worse off in the future if the hoods don't try and aim to be the dopest developers, right? We can do that. I mean, I say we because I'm still from the hood in my heart, right? I that's where I'm born and raised. I'm still hoodieing. You know what I mean? Like, what nationality are you? Hoodieing. You know what I mean? I just because I don't rap about it don't mean that's not where I'm from.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, thank you. I think that's been some really good insights there, and I think there's definitely a lot of food for thought there, because I think you're quite good at opening people's minds. So I appreciate that a lot.